Thecla. I hope I'm saying your name right, beloved. She wrote in and mentioned beautifully, these are beautiful things that you're sharing, that you're hearing from Jesus. Became clear to me that there were multiple desires. In my case, I was shown the desires that involve being separate, desire to deny my divinity. This is like go to church with Jesus. The desire to be sick and in pain, to be a victim, to be special, the desire for illness and death, to demonstrate my equal in it, maybe investment in it. Maybe I'm okay to cherish cherish. See, this is how you know Jesus is talking. She was asking me, is Jesus talking? Ego's not going to admit all this. To cherish the desire for fear of disease and death, not being able to hear the voice of the Holy Spirit, the desire not to hear the voice. We've all been hearing that one. Because the first thing Jesus will start talking to you about when the opening is there is why you're afraid of him. But if we're too afraid to ask him to tell us all the reasons, we can't be helped. So beautiful. Not being able to hear, desire not to hear the voice, desire to remain enveloped in loneliness, desire to be excluded, isolated, desire to become a victim, the desire to postpone, to undo my completion, desire to not to have peace. This is what if we just take the step with him, and you can see it in Marguerite's video, how all of us, it's not just like one being, it's like all of us have, because this is the voice of God that Jesus promises, you're that. So he's just going, listen to me and I'm going to show you, and he will fulfill that promise. You just need to give him like a little inch at a time. Then you're going to want to see, you're going to give him the whole enchilada. But when you start handing things over, don't just give him a little tiny piece of the stick. Give him that's what we want to do. I want to you start to hand over those scissors where you're poking your eyes out, but you still, no. You have to even ask them whether you're holding on to the scissors, because we don't know. Because we don't know where we're holding on to those scissors. That's why he's saying, and you watched it with Marguerite, and you're watching it with our brothers, where we're still, I'm going to hold on just a little bit longer. So he has to point that out. Are you ready for a miracle? Am I ready for a miracle? No. Jesus goes, he doesn't say it that strong, but no. Because we're willing to listen with that level of acuity. Not a miracle yet, because let me show you what's under that. He just takes us down all the way. Let that energy rise up. So it's really beautiful. If I did not receive the message correctly, that's a pretty direct message. So just be with him. Just make sure that you ask him and make sure, because the ego will kitchen sink it. We're laughing. It will throw everything in. Okay? It's going to throw everything. Here's all the things you've done and why you're wrong. See, Jesus will, if you spend a long session with him, you might observe these things. He might show them to you. But remember, Jesus is never the one who makes you afraid. He doesn't, it's not in his manual. If you read the light manual, so we're going to have the light manual, and then we're going to have the hashtag I equals death manual. In fact, I've started a little sheet that I'll share with you. Jesus translates what we say with what the ego's really saying and what we really desire. In columns. I feel sad. I desire and experience feeling sad. It's really simple. You see? And then Jesus gives a little explanation. So we'll share that with you. So what I would say is, if you're not sure on these things too, you can call to join. You know, that's why the joining is given so we can have abject clarity that the light's speaking to us and that we're hearing the light correctly. And then the ego will try to get involved. That's its function. We've all seen it because we want the play. We forgot how badly we want to play is more than with the many. So you can see how he's teaching, stay honed in on the itch and do one thing at a time with them. Because the ego is going to start throwing up throwing stones in the bush and just go confirm with them. It's like, Jesus, is this what you want me to look at? And confirm it. Because the ego it's going to try to put a plethora of sideways in it. And you could see how he's fine tuning with Marguerite and showing her how to just stay really honed in on the desire for the experience and let it clear, and then just stay with that one until he says you're done. Okay, just stay with that and just say, Jesus, is there any more of this desire? Let's just, if they take one of these. But it's helpful if you see it and you still feel light. But if you're feeling like you're still carrying a truckload around, that won't be Jesus doing. Okay? You'll feel clear. It'll be cleared out if you're talking to him and really listening and admitting, okay, you're right, Jesus, I have that desire. And it'll be clear. So to be a victim, to be special. So you you say, okay, Jesus, now I've seen a lot of things here. What's most helpful to look at out of this, out of all this? So, because he'll really make it simple and he'll bring you right to the it factor, where the crux is. As long as we just keep asking him, okay, Jesus, show me, what I need to see. So you'll just continue to feel these, because we're having a sense. Gee, there's so much love in this, of love as it is, whole and complete. That's what it's like Muji says, it's reacclimation to formlessness. We're so used to running around like an object, like a dartboard. These darts are hitting me. Where are they coming from? I don't understand all these thoughts.